Hello, I'm PLC, and I'm better at Lego than you. It's been a while since I posted, so I thought I'd come through and just we'd have a little discussion, talk about some stuff. And there's a haul. Is that in the title? There's a haul. You can see a big bag here from Marshall's, and you can see the Lego logo peeking through. But we've got Dragon back, we've got the NFT brick. So, we're back in form, right? This feels like a proper video. It's been a while since I posted. I don't know if you know, but there was a hurricane that came through Florida. Pretty cool. Supposedly through my area, it was only a Category 2, but still pretty big. Knocked out power for 5 days, I think. It was a little rough. Not gonna lie to you. And it gets stuff all kinds of discombobulated. I'm fine. Nothing got destroyed or anything. My house is fine. So, if you want to do something nice, there's a bunch of charities out there that you can donate money to for people that are truly victims of Hurricane Ian. And I would recommend reaching out to those if you are able. If you want to support me, there's a super thanks on this video, and I would appreciate it. Gas was pretty expensive, and had to run a generator for a couple days to have fans and charge my phone. So, it's fine. Let me tell you that having hot water for baths is really cool. Showers and all that. So, next time you take a hot shower, we're just, having a hurricane kind of humbles you just a little bit. So anyways, don't want to get too bogged down into that. We're here to talk about so many other things. We're going to talk about the D&D Lego Ideas Contest briefly, but let's do the haul first, and we'll talk about what's in here and all that. So first of all, off of eBay, I ordered this quite a while back, but it finally came in. It is the Unofficial Lego Color Guide. I got the second edition because it was $6. I believe they're on the 5th edition. I want to say this was a 2015 version of the book. It's weird because it doesn't say right in the front cover anywhere, but I can't read, so it's possible I missed it. If you see it as I'm flipping through, post it in the comments because that would actually help me. This is the guy who did it, Bartneck. Get a load of this guy. I don't see a year in here, and it's not in the back cover either, I don't think. I don't know if any of those numbers mean anything. Can you guys even read them? Yeah, there you go. So this is the second edition. There is a 5th edition out, I believe, and the 5th edition's like $30, $40. I got this copy for $6. It was used second edition. And I was like, maybe this has got some interesting information in it. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. I would be considering to do a full review of this book. And potentially, I don't hate it. So I might be interested in buying the 5th edition or even the 6th edition when it comes out. Or at least an updated from the second. But we'll talk about this real briefly because this has got some neat stuff. So at the beginning here, it talks about why there's a second edition. And it's introduction to the second edition. And it basically says they printed it bad. They printed the book kind of rough, and the colors don't match. Now, the entirety of this book, the point is that you've got all these colors, and along the top and the bottom is the colors of the piece that it's talking about. So cool yellow. And I believe, so the problem is with some of these, I'm not exactly sure where the official name is and not, but there's a Lego name and ID. So that's the official one. Like if you're doing pick a brick or something, and then the ID number, if you're using not Studio, if you're using LDD, Lego Digital Designer, it would have this. If you're in Bricklink, it's got that. So it converts it between those two, which is kind of nice. I really like New Elementary, I believe, is one of them. A bunch of the fan sites now are starting to use the correct names and colors, and I think that's a really cool thing because it eliminates one level of confusion. So let's pick a color that's like a real color. Go through it here just a little bit. Okay, so like light gray. So this is called dark gray, which was available to 2006. So this is the original dark gray. And then there should be, light stone gray and such. And so light one is the very light on Bricklink. And that's kind of an interesting thing to note. It does have some year information which is kind of an interesting thing. So if you're looking through these like pieces, I was hoping this would help you identify pieces for like Bricklink colors and stuff, but we'll get to why it won't. We've just been rambling this whole time. Anyways, it gives a little comment sometimes, and it has some color code information. Now, the big thing is that this man took this calibrated color machine and then scanned it, and his was like 0.009% off or something, like nothing. His was a damn calibrated machine. But then when they printed it kind of rough. So some of these colors don't really match their real color. So like bright red is this piece here, not the white piece, but the red piece is bright red. And you should be able to theoretically hold these up together and see that they're the exact same color. Now, it's obviously not. They're not anywhere near the same color. And it's not just my lighting, it's just that they aren't. It's printed weird. It's printed bad. And I don't know what the solution for that is, if they can just make a more accurate printing. It says that in the beginning somewhere, it says that you can buy it as a PDF. Yeah. Ultimately, you may want to try the PDF version of this book, which then you're relying on the screen that you're displaying it on to do the color. So I guess that makes it your problem. Let's look at blue though. Let's look at it should be bright blue. Now, there's a lot of criticisms of this book, and I think that they're all 100% deserving. And again, that's why I was very willing to spend $5, $6, whatever I spent on it. And I think it's a real, normal amount of money. So look, here's blue. It's just not the same color. Now, it's a close color up here, so you can kind of like flip through and kind of figure it out based on the tabs and everything. And potentially using like studying tabs, you could stick on colors that are common, and you could get these informations. But it does have these similar colors, which is kind of nice. So you can like look through here. Potentially, if you were making something on a digital program like Studio, which Studio has this built in though, like where it tells you what pieces are available and what color. But if you knew that like a piece wasn't available in one of these colors, you could look through and like see some other ones. So it's like almost useful. Now, the big problem is that he gave everything its own number. So 71 isn't 23 or 7. He just made up 71. And it's not the page number either. We're on page 85. It'd be almost like, I don't know, because they're in order arbitrarily, because they're not in order of like Bricklink number or Lego number. So it's weird thing. And then of course, I believe this was, like I said, I think this is the 2015 version. So it doesn't have colors that are more updated, but it's got some fun colors. Kind of fun, useful thing is that it does have these sections up front, so you could like look through real quick and see the Bricklink name, the book name, which is his made up one, and then the Lego name, all real quick in this little reference thing, and it's in alphabetical order, I believe, in here. So like that's useful, and then it gives you the page number. Yeah, this is the page number over here, which is like, again, it's just confusing because if he had picked his numbers to be those page numbers, maybe it was in the original edition and that didn't transfer over as he had to add forwards and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting idea. And then in the back, it has little swatches with the Bricklink name index, which again is like close to useful, but it doesn't do its job. Again, if you were to maybe get the PDF version and you had a good calibrated screen, you could hold up your piece to it and say, yes, that's a thing. And you could, when you're listing a piece on Bricklink, be confident of the color. But supposedly the updated editions do have better colors. But again, second edition is basically only a reference guide for those informations. So anyways, that's not even why we're here. Not even why we're here at all. If you go to Marshall's right now, I don't know if you guys have been seeing this, there's a bunch of places that are having these on special. So I got this one for $9.99. It's a skeleton head as the Lego storage thing in it. So it stacks. This is the small one, so it'll stack with my giant bricks. And there's also the pumpkin one running around depending on your store. My local one did not have any. But I already have a skeleton head, actually. And I kind of wanted the pumpkin. I think I have a pumpkin too, though, to be fair. I'm pretty sure I do. But, it's fun. Storage thing. $10 is a good deal. I want to say they're like 15 to 20 from Lego. I could be wrong on that. Comment that for sure. And it definitely looks like it's been like on the shelf for like a year. It's got like a little bit of scuffing and stuff on it. But whatever. It's cute. It's decorative. It's fun. And that's all from the haul stuff. So check your local stores for that. Potentially. Or don't. So the last one, let's talk about the D&D. Battling the Demons of Hack. As soon as we're off of our shifted taco hack. Yes. Anyway, so there's a LEGO Ideas contest for D&D. And this is honestly something that is fairly exciting for me. Should be exciting for all of you guys. Hopefully you made it this far in the video, and if you did, you're getting to the meat and potato, the real chunk of this one. But I'm excited. I'm excited for this set to come out. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be a monkey's paw again, where it's a several $100 set, like the foosball table. You can buy a real foosball table for $150 to $200. So paying $250 for a small half-sized Lego foosball table feels just real aces. But let's not go wild on that. Let's talk about the D&D part. So basically, the fun of this contest is you're allowed to use D&D licenses from Hasbro. Fairly positive. I read through the rules. I'm pretty sure it's Hasbro. I know that. It's Wizards of the Coast is Hasbro, right? Right? Anyways, you're allowed to use item names, descriptions, locations, like all the copyright things that you couldn't use and then make a product of on your own. You're going to be able to use for this contest, this challenge, this thing. Now, the downside to this one is this is an absolute, I would say, a very large miss, but they've got a reason for it. So, you cannot, let's start this. Make an idea. You can use all the D&D things. It's something that encapsulates 50 years of D&D. And you make a Lego set based off of it using 50 to 3,000 pieces, I think it said. And you submit it, and then a group from Lego and D&D, I believe, will choose which ones they think are the most feasible and their favorites. Then those ones will be put to a fan vote. Now, the real grime here is that the fan vote doesn't mean anything. It says lots of votes will help, but it's ultimately up to the discretion of the same team to pick which one becomes the final project. So I assume they're going to go through and look at the votes and be like, oh, this one's really popular. Okay, let's actually do this one. Or, this one's got a lot of controversy, even though it got a lot of votes. Let's not do this one. But the problem with it is that you can't rely on potentially the best submission. I think it's going to end up becoming something slightly pandering, where the set that's decided will, although I think it will represent D&D and Lego and D&D's 50th anniversary, I think it may be an issue because you're ending up with I don't know who's going to be on the team, but something they designed potentially. Someone from D&D designed some mechanic or item or a dungeon. You end up building a set based on a dungeon that's one that they picked or one that they designed, and that might be something picked. And I don't want to like slander them at all. I'm not slandering them. I'm worried about a vote like this, where the last time we had a vote that wasn't really a vote was the castle, the Lion Knight's castle, right? The 90th anniversary vote. They reserve the rights to just pick the winner. So, yeah. Anyways, I do want to focus on trying to make some things. You're allowed to make multiple submissions, so I kind of want to go through and make a couple different things. They are asking for potentially a display piece that would be really cool, or perhaps a functional element that can be used on the D&D table and would add to the game, or potentially I believe it was a playset type thing where it's more a more traditional Lego set where it's figures and such, where you're going to have like a scene that's playable through in your Imagination-arium. So I think that could be really fun to do some different things there. I'd love to get variants on each of those ideas. But as you guys have seen, my output for content's been a little low. So I appreciate all of you guys that are sticking with me and hanging out and watch all these videos, so I don't have to worry about where my audience is, and I know you guys will be here when I get back, but I might go ahead and slow down the production just a little bit to get those in play, because you have till November 14th, I think, to submit them. So yeah, I really want to do that. I really want to participate in that. Even if my designs, my Lego ideas aren't picked, I think it'd be fun and good, and I would. I think it's gonna be something that I want to do. Like, it's something I'm gonna regret not doing should I not do it. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think about all that in the comments, because I actually really want to hear what people think about that. I haven't seen anybody complaining that it's not going to be a vote, because yeah, they pick the submissions that they want to make, and then they let you vote. That's fine. I get that, because like, obviously there's going to be a ton that are just going to be unfeasible and unsellable. That might even get tons of votes, and might even be like stuff that's wildly popular, but I don't see anyone saying like, oh, well, just, yeah, that's how it should be. They'll know better than the masses. It's not. I mean, why have the vote at all at that point? I guess again, it's they're just gauging interest, but whatever. That's me. Automatic videos, other videos, I don't know where they'll be on the screen. There's a subscribe button too. If you're not subscribed and you made it this far, good on you. Good job. And as always, if you would support, yeah, well, you know what you're supposed to do. Support your local Lego channel. And that's the end of this one. Thanks for being here, guys.